Hey guys, thanks for stopping by to watch a video here at All I See Is W, where the goal of this channel is to gain on positive proceeds and lead with an altruistic mindset. In today's video, I'd like to cover one hot stock that I believe has significant bullish runs in 2025. That is a Bitcoin mining company, Riot Platforms, just fresh off the press. In fact, Riot may potentially pivot to become a hybrid company where not only is it a Bitcoin mining company, but also considering getting into AI, high power computing, especially with the dynamics of everything that's changing right now. We're hearing so much news, especially with our new leadership, Donald Trump 2.0 here. I think we're in this golden era where the demand for Bitcoin and HPC AI, it's at a level where we've never seen it again. I'll go through my overall updates as to why I believe Riot Platforms, ticker RIOT, has huge upside in the 2025 year from a technical analysis and fundamental analysis standpoint. If you're new to All I See Is W, I would really appreciate the love and support with a like and subscribe for more related content. First off, let's talk about just what's going on around the news here. So we have Donald Trump announcing partnership, North American companies like Oracle, OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT, partnering up with SoftBank as well. It's a $500 billion, one of the biggest projects that was recently signed with an effort to drive innovation with artificial intelligence to protect the national security of America. So this is really to combat other countries like China and other big time countries. But the goal here is to get the North American tech companies to work together to create a strategic capability to ramp up technology innovation, which will be done through artificial intelligence. What this means is there's going to be a demand to deploy data centers within the region of Texas. So there's going to be, shopping potential sites that will be evaluated that will be part of this agreement contract. So not only are the primary players SoftBank, Oracle, OpenAI, but also there's partnerships between ARM, Microsoft, NVIDIA, where they've all partnered with OpenAI and Oracle. So really bringing together the best technology in the United States to ramp up, scale up artificial intelligence to really transform how we look at the way of life with improving technology, engineering, and healthcare. So this is a big time milestone for the US in that in the coming years, we're going to see a lot more discussions with artificial intelligence. And what does this mean, especially with the recent news that we got from Donald Trump? Stargate, just to give you an update here, was my posting on X in that Stargate is the biggest AI project worth $500 billion signed under Trump 2.0, aimed to accelerate innovation and transform the way of life in technology, engineering, and healthcare. Riot will likely soon build a data center generating AI service-based revenue on top of already mining as a Bitcoin company. Stargate project is located in Texas. Same with Riot. We know Corsicana, Rockdale facilities. They're all based out of Texas as well. But this here, that tells you something special about Riot Platforms led by the CEO, Jason Les. So I think all of this news with Stargate and the recent announcement from Riot Platforms potentially pivoting into AI based as a hybrid company, I think the demand is going to increase. This really de-risk itself from just being a pure Bitcoin mining play, especially when the bull cycles are no longer there for Bitcoin. There's going to be that predictable revenue that will come from AI-based service. And there's future forecasts that AI capitalization, there's trillions of dollars there that can be made. And I think the companies that really position itself heading towards that AI direction is really going to capitalize on long-term share holder value. Let's take a look at Riot's recent news here in that the company launched a formal evaluation for potential AI HPC uses. So at the Corsicana facility, that's a 1 gigawatt facility. So through phase one of deployment at the Corsicana facility, Riot has already utilized 400 megawatt capacity with the remaining 600 megawatt capacity. So Riot has partnered up with experts. And of course, this is all influenced by the recent partnership with Starboard, who took a big investment in Riot Platforms. That was announced about a month ago, in that Starboard may potentially position Riot to tap into artificial intelligence, and that was what was expected. So we're now beginning to see Riot position itself to become a hybrid company, being a miner and also tapping into AI cloud-based service, which is really going to, I think, be a win-win situation for the company here as we head into the new year under Donald Trump golden era. What's interesting is that we also saw Jason Les partner up with Donald Trump. There was a picture of them two together even before Trump got elected. I believe there's discussions on potential partnerships between the miners as well as the government. And I'm sure that there was discussions around how we look at partnerships in potential AI partnerships. And I think this is a huge milestone achievement here with the goal of Riot to become a hybrid company, which will de-risk itself from my perspective as, Bitcoin prices, once we break through that Bitcoin bull rally post 2025, heading into like 2026, as Bitcoin price starts to depreciate, not to say that it will, but in a long-term course, it'll continue to go up. This is where Bitcoin miners need to de-risk itself and also bring in revenue from different segues, such as AI. So the fact that Stargate is the biggest project that will be deployed in Texas, there may be shopping going around where there may be even a potential partnership with Stargate, or even a high demand client that needs, a contract with Riot because of their real estate with the Corsicana facility. So because real estate becomes so important with land, but also land that has the capability to have, a huge megawatt potential capacity, just like what we see here at Corsicana. This is really adding value with Riot. They have like the biggest facilities with Corsicana and Rockdale, Rockdale being the Bitcoin miner. I think that Riot is really positioned for long-term success here from a fundamental standpoint. Let's just take a look at the technical analysis. So we're looking at Riot Platforms here from like October 2023 up through current state 2025. The price today, we saw price action. It went up above 3%, currently at $13.14. We see here the green candle, red candle. It's actually hovering above the Ichimoku cloud. So that's key, because anytime when the price is above the Ichimoku cloud, you can think of that as the point where you won't likely get the price to be pulled down, gravitational pull from the Ichimoku cloud. You always want the price to be above the cloud. Think of the cloud as the gravitational pull down. It'll suck the price down. What's interesting is, back when we saw, very low support levels, September timeframe before that run up, $6, price action broke through that Ichimoku cloud. And I think this is a good bullish signal indicator here, in that we're seeing, price hovering above the cloud. I mean, not too long ago, it broke through, intersecting, passing that cloud there. But I suspected that the forecast of the support line at $10, we won't see that low point anymore. But what we're seeing is this breakthrough here to get out of that descending resistance. I think as we break through, get beyond that phase one, retest the near term of $15, which is what we saw back in November, then I think the horse is gonna just run up. I think we're gonna see mega candlesticks as soon as Bitcoin breaks through that 120K, 130K. We're gonna see that retest, which is what we saw back in July of 2023. We did see in 2024 multiple occurrences hitting $18 on multiple instances, but I do think that as Bitcoin price bull runs, we're gonna see a mega candle here as we scale out here. Just to keep in mind, what we saw during the last Bitcoin bull cycle is when it went from $3 all the way up close to $80. So the question is, with it being dormant for so long, does it have that potential to run up? I definitely do think that there's a potential 2.0 short squeeze that's going to be coming, especially with catalysts coming in with Stargate, HPC AI. We have financial results where we're going to expect some positive news with the huge revenue that's going to be shown on the financial results. So all of these driving factors, catalysts, as well as heavy inflows in Bitcoin ETFs, countries adopting global game theory, hodling up as much Bitcoin as possible with the remaining over 1 million Bitcoins available to be mined. I think all of this is really going to push up the price. I actually posted on X at one point in December here, just based on what my forecast is, but I do think that in Q1 we may very well see that retest into that $28 range for Riot Platforms. Let's also take a look at, Riot stock seasonality, or I like using this tool just to analyze price movements from a year to year perspective, just to give you a better gauge of like any repeating trends that we see. So, just looking at, five, 6 data points here. 2020 was the earliest year here. We saw 1,292% gain. That's like 13x gain. What happened after 2020? We saw a big change in the performance in that it was 35% gain. So a big drop off from the prior year. What happened after 2021? It was followed by 85% drop. So basically everything that was gained from 2020 and 2021, all of that was just lost from the year 2022. But what happened after 2022? Because of a huge underperforming year, we see a negative correlation performance where 2023 there was a 3.5x gain. However, what happened after 2023, we saw an inverse performance in that in 2024, we saw a drop off of like 34% because we saw underperformance in the year 2024. What we're likely to see is upside, positive performance in the year 2025. So from all of the data points we see inverse performance relationship, which is why I'm also bullish on Riot Platforms from a technical analysis, and couple that with the external factors, including fundamental analysis. We're looking at a huge potential 3 to 5x gain here. Let's look at 2025 here as we add it to the range here. 2025, yes, it's limited data here, but we see an inverse performance from 2024 so far with the 25% gain. But I think that the blue region is going to creep up somewhere in between the purple and the red here. So I forecast 2025 will not be at that similar performance of 2020, but definitely be, somewhere in between the performance we saw with 2023 and 2020. So that's just another overview here. Let's just take a look at Riot Platform. So what we're looking at is the Rockdale facility. This facility will remain as a Bitcoin mining facility with 700 megawatts here in Texas, one of the biggest facilities with, huge energy wattage capacity, which is great here. Also, just to share with you an outlook of how Corsicana facility looks. So we've gone through phase one of Corsicana, currently deployed at using, 400 megawatts so far. So because phase two of Corsicana rollout is halted because of the pivoting to HPC AI, you see all of this land here eventually, once that assessment is done on the feasibility for HPC AI, we're going to start seeing buildings go up And that's where we're going to have all the professionals come in and start, building the infrastructure for HPC AI. So very well, I think what will drive up the share price as catalyst would be a potential contract between a client or even Stargate as a potential, because Stargate right now, they're shopping around, they're looking for hidden gem locations with huge power wattage approval from the state of Texas. So that's what I wanted to share with you. This hot Bitcoin miner company that just announced that it may potentially pivot into also being a hybrid HPC AI company, Riot Platforms, with 3 to 5x potential. There you have it. I hope that you found this video valuable. Please make sure to hit the like and subscribe for more related content. Thanks, guys.